You know, there is a specific kind of peace you find in Northern California. Gio, a close friend, and we were out on a camping trip. The Russian River, Guerneville, Hopland. I loved this area. I have visited this specific slice of California maybe 60 times in my life. It's gorgeous. It's a place that, for the longest time, encapsulated absolute freedom for me. But this was the election season of 2016. Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. I was a massive Hillary supporter. I worked on her campaign, and yeah, we had the bumper sticker proud and clear on the back of our little white Dodge. We needed a converter for our electric system at the campsite, and we wanted to grab some dinner. So we hit the road. Within 2 minutes of leaving the campsite, a sheriff's car pulls in right behind us. Now, let me tell you something about me. I know California law. I grew up here. I was educated there, and I am hyper aware of jurisdictional boundaries. This cruiser was from a completely different county, 2 counties away to be exact. Why is he telling a little white neon out here? We're driving, and he is literally stalking us. We aren't doing a damn thing wrong. But when you are people of color and a cop is obviously targeting you, driving an arm's length behind you in a rural area 8 hours from your home, it's not just uncomfortable, it's terrifying. I told Gio, just keep driving. Don't give him anything. We take our exit. The sheriff takes the exit. We pull into a shopping center parking lot. The sheriff pulls right to the edge of the lot. He sits there. He watches the 3 of us get out, walk into the store, buy what we need, and walk back out. He is still there, hawking at us, circling the car. This went on for 45 minutes to an hour. Intense psychological stalking by a man with a badge and a gun. I decide, hey, there's a restaurant. We go into the little restaurant in the same complex to get some dinner, some food. We start talking. Let's just see what he does. 30 minutes pass and he's still outside, circling our car like a vulture. No attempt to contact us, no local units backup, just a lone sheriff outside of his jurisdiction playing a psychological game. That's when I made a decision. I called the cops on the cops. I dialed 911. The operator answered, and immediately she can hear the stress in my voice. She can hear the terror of a person of color being targeted by a white sheriff in the middle of nowhere. As I'm on the phone describing the scene, I walk out to the parking lot. The sheriff sees me. He guns the engine, pulls right up, steps out of his vehicle, and pulls his weapon. He starts screaming at me, "Get off the phone." But the 911 operator is in my ear shouting, "Do not hang up, Robert. Do not get off the phone." She tells me right then and there, he's off duty, he's out of jurisdiction, he has not logged his stop, and his body camera is turned off. So I look this man damn near down the barrel of his gun while he's yelling at me for disrupting, and I say, "No, I'm not getting off this phone. I'm talking to 911. Go back to your radio and confirm it, because I'm not hanging up." Then I drop the hammer on him. I look at his chest and I say, "Your body camera is off, and I'm requesting you right now that you turn it on." The second those words left my mouth, his entire demeanor shifted. Suddenly, The tough guy vanished. He started backtracking, stammering, "Oh, we're just buddies. We're friends. There's no need for all this. I just found you suspicious and wanted to make sure you weren't doing anything bad." Because being brown and driving is suspicious. "Buddies? You pointed a gun at me." It escalated to the point where the hometown police department had to dispatch their own activity unit to the scene just to force this rogue sheriff to back the hell off of me. I remember sitting in the car after it was over. I looked at my husband, I looked at our friend, and I said, if Trump wins, by 2030, we will be living in a police authoritarian state where actions like this are a daily occurrence. Look at where we are today. It is 2026. Look out your damn window. What did I tell you 10 years ago? Every single day, the system echoes those exact same rogue sheriffs in the parking lot. When Hispanic Americans are stopped because an officer decides their face, their language, or their neighborhood makes them suspicious, the system is yelling, "Get off the phone." When American citizens are detained while officers question whether they have the right to be in their own country, it's the same demand. Stop questioning, shut up, and submit. And Black Americans still understand that walking, driving, gathering, or simply existing in the wrong place can be transformed into suspicion by someone carrying a badge. Just this week, DHS scrambled to announce that every ICE arrest team will finally include at least one officer wearing a body camera. One officer. Not every agent, not every weapon, not every angle. They say every ICE field office will receive cameras within 60 days. But that announcement came only after fatal shootings involving officers who were not wearing them. That is not a system leading with accountability. That is a system being dragged towards accountability after people are already dead. And until the cameras are fully deployed, agents remain in American communities conducting operations that may never be completely recorded. Even after deployment, one camera somewhere inside an entire arrest team is not the same thing as every armed officer being accountable for his own actions. They march into communities demanding absolute compliance, forcing us to ask, who's watching them? This isn't a test of the waters anymore. The water is boiling. Authoritarianism is here. Totalitarianism has arrived. Donald Trump opened the floodgates of hell, and the Trump administration is letting it rage. Look at the news. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other Trump administration officials are leading a campaign to isolate, weaken, potentially dismantle the International Criminal Court. They call it sovereignty. I call it fear of accountability. Because in my opinion, when an administration becomes obsessed with destroying the institution capable of investigating international crimes, one of two things is happening. They are frightened of being held responsible for what has already been done, or they want the freedom to do something worse. When they attack international law, they are telling the global community exactly what the sheriff told me while holding his weapon. Get off the phone. Stop recording. Stop investigating. Stop witnessing what we are doing. This very week, my opinion, my voice, my fundamental belief in equality, inclusion, and equity has been twisted by the system into a legal attack of terrorism. The government is literally trying to suppress and trap anyone who doesn't share its authoritarian view. Wake up, America. Art is being censored at levels we haven't seen in generations. There are documented, credible accusations that Meta has restricted or removed dozens of reproductive health and queer advocacy accounts. And LGBTQ creators are reporting that Instagram is heavily suppressing their work. They're trying to erase us from the digital landscape. If you let this happen now, it will be so incredibly easy for them to take over your weak little fucking minds for a hands-made tale future. You cannot sleep on these attacks. I know they seem small. You see a headline and think, oh, that's just a small policy change over there. It's a small thing that, it's the small things that add up. It's a small price tag that eventually costs our entire freedom. It is the moment you ignore another human being being oppressed because you're lucky enough not to be in that specific class. That guarantees you will eventually become a part of that class. When they isolate you, when they strip away the voice of the people next to you, they are holding their gun. And what are they telling you? They're telling you, get off the phone. Unless you're a billionaire, unless you are someone or somehow have a connection to Donald Trump's private part so good that you feel safe, let me tell you the truth. No one is safe. Because at the end of the day, this isn't even about race. It isn't about religion. It isn't about who you love. Those are the smoke screens. This is about total social and economic oppression. They are using cultural wars to blind you to the point of absolute unconditional submission. And I'm sorry, your white and whitewashed dumbasses are just sitting back and allowing it to happen. Wake up. This is Bohemia, USA. This is Paul Revere writing. This is the flag raising against communism, totalitarianism, Nazism. The question is, are you too scared to fight it? Because we can't sit idle anymore. Make your voice heard. God bless you. God bless this world. God bless America. And God bless the voices who refuse to back down.